It feels super soft under my thumb. Is it a soft ride, a cushion ride, or is it too mushy? Let's answer that. Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video we're reviewing the Saucony Triumph 20. This is Saucony's max cushion daily trainer, a very updated version compared to the Triumph 19. A shoe that I must be honest, I was really looking forward to because of that Power Run Plus midsole, because of that stack height, and because I thought it looks good, it may be a great shoe. Is it? Let's answer it. First, let's look at the specs. Geometer score for that Power Run Plus midsole is 24 on the geometer scale, which is really on the lower side of things. This is TPE type of foam, type of material. 24 is really low, making it a soft, supposedly soft ride. I can already betray the secret. It is soft. That's not the issue. It's a soft ride. So 24 is really low. Weight for this shoe, we're looking at 292 grams, which is on the average side of things in my size US 11 EU 45 for a daily trainer. Nothing to complain about here. Last but not least, stack height, we're looking at 37 millimeters in the heel, 27 in the forefoot, 10 millimeters drop, which again is nothing spectacular. 10 is on the higher side of things, indeed, that's fine, and 37 I think is a nice number here to have in the heel as a stack height. By the way, this shoe was sent to me by Saucony, so thanks a lot, but Saucony is not sponsoring this review, and I'm being honest and transparent as always. Let's jump quickly to the upper. The upper is very plush. There's no issue here. It is too thick for me in many places. It doesn't feel like it in the forefoot here. The material seems to be, you know, fairly light and breathable, but it's on the thicker side of things. The tongue is thick, maybe way too thick for me, for my liking, but that's fine. The heel is really padded, adding some weight, adding some comfort as well. This is a daily trainer, and you get a very nice fit, a very nice comfort. I just think it could be toned down a bit, and they could remove a bit of that padding just to make it a bit, let's say, a bit more, you know, natural against your foot, having something a bit more light as well. Why not? But this is just a suggestion. The nicest feature on that upper are those, how can we call them? Those eyelets, because there are eyelets, but they also are part of that midfoot lockdown system, where basically tying your laces is pulling on those things. Yeah, let me know in the comments how would you call this thing, and it wraps your foot in the midfoot. Nicely done. You can feel it, not as much as I expected to, but you can feel it. The lockdown is very good. This is a true to size fit. I mentioned it, but the heel is quite stout and the insole is removable, just so you know. Funny enough, if you remove the insole, which is actually one of those like thicker TPU type of insoles, you have the drop, which is here on the insole. That's a nice, useful thing for the shoe reviewers. Thank you, Saucony. So upper, you know, it's okay. The tab here on the heel is, I think, useless, but let's leave it. Midsole, and that's where the discussion starts, in my opinion. It's very soft under your thumb. It's very soft when you run, but the geometry of the shoe kills that softness and that nice midsole fitting that you may have had, because essentially when you heel strike, if you're a heel striker, you heel strike, you sink in, you go quite deep, and then you really slap. Because it doesn't have any rocker, it doesn't have any design in terms of geometry that helps you transition, so you really have that slap feeling. Some people like it. I think most people don't like that slap feeling, and that's really what you have if you are a heel striker. And with a 10 millimeters drop, it forces you a bit to go back towards your heel in terms of striking. And I'm more of a midfoot, forefoot striker. Even myself, I had that heel attack and slapping. If you're a midfoot, forefoot striker, first of all, you're drawn towards that heel strike. But most importantly, you cannot really use this shoe as a, you know, toe-off, push-off platform because of the mushiness of the foam. First, because it's very soft also in the forefoot, and again because of the lack of rocker, you really have something quite flat you are trying to push on. Hard to explain, but I didn't really find anything I wanted to have that slight sort of edge on which I would like to push to propel myself forward, and I didn't have it here. So disappointment. I must be honest, disappointment, because the ride is the type of ride that makes me feel like I want to change shoes and I don't want to run in this one, and I need to run in it because I need to review it, but at the same time I'm not really interested in it after running a couple times because of that feeling that, you know, I'm not just enjoying myself using this shoe. So a bit of disappointment, I have to be honest with you. The outsole grip isn't phenomenal either. Under some rainy weather here in Brussels, it wasn't bad, but it was a bit slippery, or at least, you know, it was being a bit vulnerable on some greasy type of surfaces. Price point €180, €180. 180 euros, $160. It hurts. It honestly hurts because of how disappointing for me and my preferences, my needs. I'm open for discussion in the comments if you are enjoying this shoe. But it's way too much for this. It's a shoe I wouldn't buy personally, and if I were to buy it, I wouldn't put more than 140, 150 euros. So this is like 40, 30 euros more than my ideal price point for this shoe. If you are looking for this shoe, if the geometry works for you, and I think it will work for some people, just wait until it's discounted. Yeah, I think that's what I have for you. If you want to find a very good Saucony shoe for this year, go check the review of the Endorphin Speed 3 right here, which may be competing for Shoe of the Year for some people. I'm not sure it's going to compete for Shoe of the Year for me, but let's see. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, and go beyond your limits in a Saucony shoe or any other. Bye-bye.